Hey man, it's Kicking Back with Sagafoo, and I'm listening to Old Catastrophic Disaster while I'm talking here today, and I'm going to talk about horror movies, big surprise, and I'm going to talk about killer kids. That's right, because we all know some kids somewhere, and they're all killers. You know why? Because we're all killers. So I'm going to start with one of the obvious but really great ones, the OMEN. Now, there's been several versions of this, including a couple of sequels. The OMEN original is unsurpassed. The remake is pointless. OMEN 2 is interesting. OMEN 3 is boring. And OMEN 4 is interesting. But the first one's a total classic, and this box set has incredible special features and documentaries, just hours and hours and hours of cool stuff that's as cool as the original movie. So altogether you're getting maybe, 5 hours of cool stuff or something. Anyways, good one. Now the next one is one of my favorites. This one is an Italian giallo. This is Night Child. This is featuring Nicoletta Elmi, who was the creepy child in almost every Italian horror movie of the 70s and 80s. So, this is really cool. This one is almost like a love letter to the kid, because the movie follows her around so much in such a unique way. It's just really interesting, and you get the whole Italian countryside, in 35mm glory all behind it. So there's some real amazing cinematic stuff going on here that's otherwise essentially an Exorcist ripoff. But I like this one, and check it out. This doesn't really have an evil kid, but I'd be remiss to not mention, of course, the old Chucky, because it starts with the name Child. Child's Play. I'm not sure what I think about this one yet. Let's see here now. If you buy this big box set here, the American Horror Project, put out by those guys, Arrow Videos, and I bought this one just for the one killer child movie on it, which is of course called The Child. And this is probably one of the best killer kid movies. Check out Video Nasties, and you can get some really detailed reviews on this. But I have to say that the Child is a really unique killer kid / zombie movie. So from the 70s and early 80s. So it's definitely, if you're into that kind of thing, it's pretty cool. And I believe it's an American-made movie. Yes. This one I think might be Canadian-made. This one's kind of infamous. Holy Terror, which is of course also known as Alice, Sweet Alice. And it's a big deal because one of Brooke Shields' first roles, although, believe it or not, when she did Alice, Sweet Alice, she had already posed for Playboy. Yeah, so it was a lot different back then when I was growing up. And I didn't get to see this movie or the Playboy spread. But, this is a really cool, slasher movie. It's kind of a mystery and features killer kids. Here's a newer one. Now, this one, freaking awesome. It's Orphan. Now, there's already a sequel out that I haven't seen to this yet, but basically I'm just going to say, look, this is a good killer kid movie. It'll freak you out a little bit, and it's worth checking out. This is also one of my favorite killer kid movies. Aha! Alicia Silverstone, The Crush. Yeah, I felt like this guy before, but that's okay. We all live. Anyway, so this is a unique movie, but it's basically about the forlorn, rejected teenage girl that decides that she has to have the guy at any cost. So, The Crush, Alicia Silverstone, and this is a great one to check out. This one, The Chld&en. This is a really cheesy child zombie movie. The children are the zombies, and they basically, if they hug you, you basically self-combust, turn into fire and disappear or something. So this one's really a lot of fun. This is one of those trauma movies. So, it's that kind of thing, kind of cheesy, a little tongue-in-cheek, but very cool. Here's one that's actually pretty scary, Devil Times 5. This is also from the 70s. This has definitely got some real killer kids in going, causing some killer kid mayhem. And so I highly recommend this one. Last but not least, you would not be able to do this without, of course, The Exorcist with Linda Blair. Now, this is obviously an incredibly scary movie, and the sequel is just great because it's got Linda Blair's tits. So, you know, either way, well, not bare, but you know, either way, but they're there for sure. They're starring role in the second movie. But the first movie, you know, is just a classic. It's shot kind of like a documentary, and is really legendary. So check it out. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in to Sagafoo's video reviews, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be releasing some more thrash tunes also very soon in the next couple days. Just more thrash, man. So awesome. Is this thing still on? Oh, is this thing still on?